Hey, it's Ellie. Welcome back to another Sims 4 apartment speed build. So today I am building in 122 Hakim House, I think it's pronounced, something like that. Anyway, I've actually built in this apartment once before, a really long time ago. Like, it was one of my first speed builds ever I built in this apartment, and I just felt like I wanted to come back to it and do a completely different kind of build. I actually kept the same number of bedrooms, I just realized, but all of these ones are actual bedrooms. Before, I built an art studio in one of the rooms, and the kitchen was just huge, and yeah, anyway. So I built this for a family, probably like a 4-person family or so. I mean, you can definitely fit another bed in somewhere if you rearrange things. So yeah, it would be easy to have a bigger family, but I built it for a 4-person family, I mean, and I decided to go with this sort of teal color scheme. I'll probably call the apartment some kind of teal family apartment or something like that. And so I just went with the teal through the living room, the dining room area, which is connected, and then the kitchen. I really like this tile in the back, and I think it looks really good. It matches, it doesn't match exactly, but it's pretty close. And then I paired it with a more minty green color to offset it. I think it makes a nice balance. So I'm really happy with the kitchen. I think this is probably one of my favorite kitchens I've built. It's cozy enough. I feel like all my kitchens are either too small or too big, and mostly they're too big. But I think I did well on this one. I think it's just the perfect size. The reason I always do them bigger is because I hate the routing in the kitchens when there's not enough space for them to get through. Just, yeah, anywhere really. Doesn't have to be just in the kitchen, but when you have all the Sims clustered up because there's only like a 2-tile path to get through, it just gets really frustrating, and it's terrible in the kitchen, especially because Sims often need to eat. They need to eat at the same time too. Also, I don't know why my Sims are doing this all the time, but like, has anybody else's Sims just been constantly getting drinks of water for no reason at all? Because it's really annoying. I think they might have fixed it though, because I haven't noticed it as much lately, but that was definitely a thing for a while. I felt like every 5 seconds my Sim was going to get a drink of water if they didn't have any kind of action that they needed to do. So yeah, like I said, I think they might have fixed it a little bit though. I haven't noticed it too much. One of my Sims did it the other day though. That's why I remembered. But yeah, working on the living room now. I decided to put in the pet's fireplace because I love it. Those fireplaces are my absolute favorite in the game now. I've been looking forward to a kind of fireplace like the one that I put in this house with the mirrored background, and just a more, I don't know, a bigger fireplace, I guess. One that looks fancy without being like marble and gold all over, because those are kind of the only options for a fancier fireplace. Otherwise you get like a very basic one. The wood fireplace that has weird color schemes, it's like a little bit fatter than the other fireplaces. It comes out of the wall a bit more, but it's like a small wooden fireplace, and it just has the worst color swatches, to be honest. Like, I don't mind that fireplace, but all of the color swatches are terrible, and they never match my houses, so I never end up putting that one. And that's probably, I mean, like I said, I like that one. It's got a nice feel to it, but I never use it. And so I'm so glad that we have these new fireplaces from the Pets pack, because the stone one is so good, and this one works so well for a fancier house. It's nice. Anyway, I'm gonna tell some stories from work now. I feel like I need to recap every once in a while. I sort of supervise a lady with Alzheimer's during the day, so I just make sure she gets her meals and everything like that. Well, the story, I feel bad about this story. Okay, so a few times now, this lady has asked me if I watch TV in the evening at my house, and I told her no, because we don't have cable at my house. So we just watch Netflix. I told her we watch movies because I didn't feel like explaining what Netflix was. Anyway, so she tells me, yeah, I don't watch TV in the evening either because there's nothing on. And I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But then the other day, we sat down to watch the news for a little bit because we just wanted to see what the weather was going to be, and she likes to watch the news, though it's super annoying because she reads the headlines out loud and then I can't hear what the news reporter is actually saying about the headline. Like, I read the headline and she just reads it out loud very slowly and blocks the entire news. But anyway, that's irrelevant. So we turn on the TV. She turns on the TV. She grabs the remote, and the cable box doesn't turn on. And on the TV it says no signal, you know? And she says to me, oh, I guess nothing's on again. And that's when I realized she didn't mean there was nothing on as in nothing she enjoyed to watch was playing in the evenings. She meant there was literally nothing on. She never turned on the cable box, so that's why there was no TV in the evenings for her sometimes. I think sometimes she must have turned it on, but every once in a while it didn't turn on, and she just assumed that nothing was on TV at all, anywhere. And I feel really bad that I did not realize that that's what she meant. I mean, how could I have known? But now I feel bad because all this time she's probably been trying to watch TV in the evenings, and I never realized that she just didn't have her like cable and TV synced up. It's so bad. Yeah. I fixed it now for her, I think, though, because I think I set them to turn on at the same time. I hope so, anyway. So that doesn't happen anymore. She doesn't watch TV too often, but she likes to watch the basketball games from SU, which surprises me so much because I didn't even know she could follow basketball, to be honest. I hope that doesn't sound mean, but yeah, I didn't realize she watched sports, I guess. But she does. So that's the story of how... So yeah, that's the story. She thought there was nothing on TV because she never turned the cable box on. I fixed it for her. The end. I'm about done with the speed build too. I'm just putting some finishing touches up on the walls, little decor items and whatnot. And this room, I had trouble covering up the stupid art plaques that come with the apartment that you can't get rid of. I managed somehow, and I didn't even plan to do this, but both of the other plaques, there's 3 plaques total. The 2 others both happen to be in the bathroom, the room that I was planning to have for the bathroom, so I was able to just put the shower there and cover it up mostly. But I put these giant cube things in this room that's maybe for a teen room, I don't know. But that's what I did, so I think it covers up that one the best. You can still see the other ones from the shower, but it's not so bad. But I think that is the end of the speed build now, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel because I post Sims videos every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye!